Hello, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb. I am so excited to interview Dr. Kendi Berry coming up next. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. We are trying a new medium here today, and I'm really excited to do an interview with Dr. Kendi Berry. We are off our Facebook Lives just due to some changes that they've made, and so I'm really excited to do our interview today on YouTube. So, Dr. Ken, are you there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Hmm.
I saw you a
I
minute
can.
ago, and then it switched. Oh, there
How
you
about
are.
now?
Oh,
Okay.
hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Happy Friday.
Yes. Happy Friday to you.
Well, everybody, I'm going to put Dr. Kent, if you're new with Dr. Kendi Berry, I'm going to put all of his contact information below, along with his #1 Amazon best-selling book, Lies My Doctor Told Me. If you haven't gotten it, go get it. And do you have some exciting news about your book?
Yeah, I just found out a few weeks ago that Carl Franklin, who's one of the dudes of the Two Keto Dudes podcast, will be the official voice of Lies My Doctor Told Me. He's in the process of recording the Audible version. Should be available on Audible as an audio book in, I don't know, another couple of months, something like that. I'm not sure about the
Yay!
timeline, but he's on chapter 7 right now, recording as we speak.
That is so exciting. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to get to listen to the Audible version.
Yeah, me either. We listened to a couple of chapters and it was pretty spooky. It freaks me out hearing my words read out loud. It's kind of weird,
Is it weird
but
with the
good.
inflections of someone else being like where you wanted to have the inflection go, and it's not
No,
you
he's
saying
really
the
good.
inflection?
And he actually came and stayed with us a couple of days. We're pretty good buddies. And so he does it exactly right, but it's just I don't know, it's weird having your words that were in your head now somebody else is reading them out loud. It's weird. But good, but weird.
But weird, yes, but weird, but weird. Well, I have rapid fire machine gun questions for you today. We got lots of keto questions. So,
Let's go.
okay, let's go. So, my first question to you is, what's the best food to break a fast? And are we doing a 30-minute snack before we break our fast and then eating a
Yeah.
food? But let's
I
first do.
don't. I when I fast, I usually break my fast. Like if you're talking about like an 18 or a 20-hour fast, if
Mhm.
that's what you're talking about, then I usually break mine with just a full blown dinner, bacon and eggs, or whatever we have prepared. I don't do anything special when I break a daily fast like that because I usually warrior fast 18, 20, 22 hours a day. And when I break that, I just break that with a regular keto meal.
What are you
Now,
saying, warrior? Is that your own coining, or does someone else make that word?
no, no, no. That's kind of the word that's been used for years. If you're doing an 18 to 22-hour fast, that's called the warrior fast because the I don't know if it was the American natives who used to fast before battle, and so they call that the warrior fast. I think they would just basically drink whiskey and fast. I don't know the details, but I just know it's called the warrior fast. And so they would do that, and it actually makes you more alert. It really gets you very finely attuned when you fast for more than 16, 18 hours. And I love doing that. I do it almost every day. But now, if I were to fast for 48 hours or longer, then you have to be a little more careful and not overeat too quickly. And then if you fast for more than 5 or 6 days, you have to be aware of something called refeeding syndrome, which is very, very rare and not going to happen to anybody listening to this. But you do need to read the Wikipedia page about refeeding syndrome if you're going to fast for longer than 5 days. It's actually a medical thing that can very, very rarely happen. It's very rare. It's not going to happen, but you need to know about it just so you'll know what to do to avoid it.
Excellent.
You look thinner, Countess. Have you lost more weight? Your face looks slimmer.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Berry.
But
I'm working on it,
yeah, yeah,
depuffifying after vacation and
yeah,
getting
yeah,
back in the
yeah.
swing of things.
Excellent.
Which leads me to one of my questions, because I selfishly snuck in a question for myself in there. How do we get into, so I know I'm in ketosis now, but if someone else was trying to get into ketosis quickly, what are some ketosis hacks to get in very quickly?
The quickest hack that I know of that I've ever read about or heard about is to fast. Like when we're coming back from London, I fasted the entire trip day because basically all I was going to be faced with was airport food and airplane food anyway. So why the hell waste the carbs and waste the macros on that? And so when you fast, there's nothing that gets you into ketosis quicker than just not eating, right? That's why most people, after they sleep for 8 hours, when they wake up, they're already pretty close to being in ketosis already. And so that's why we extend that fast into the day, because it's going to get you into a deeper ketosis and help you burn the fat that you're trying to target. But that's what I normally do, is I just fast, and then I'll go back to a super fat heavy keto meal, and then that's it. I'm almost always in ketosis after that. And it may take a little longer for some people, but that's the rough strategy that works for everybody.
Did you say you went 48 hours, or am I making that up? Did you just
No,
say
no,
that,
no,
or
no.
someone
I
else said
just
that to me?
the trip back from London. I guess I probably fasted. It was almost a full day, basically, because by the time we got home, yeah, I think I did just go ahead and fast for the rest of the day, because we got home very late that night from the drive back from the Nashville airport, and I just went to bed, because it was, I only had 30 minutes. I'm like, screw it, I'm not going to mess this up. I'm going to bed. And so when I woke up the next morning, I was obviously, I've been fasting for almost 24 hours, so I was back in ketosis and also back on schedule. And I find that anytime I travel, if I fast when I travel, jet lag doesn't bother me nearly as much. I do better. I have more fun. I have more energy. And so I'm pretty much have made that my rule, is I just fast on the day of the day of the trip. I don't eat during the trip at all, because
Really?
usually it's just going to be junk food. At best, it's going
Yeah.
to be a restaurant, and you
Yeah.
can't trust restaurants to cook it how you want it cooked. So I just decided, what the hell, I'll just fast. And I'd also read Dave Asprey and Mark Sisson had both said that they do that, and that it helps with jet lag. And I thought, well, I'll give it a shot, because really, all you're going to be eating is stupid airplane food anyway. Why would you do that?
Good, 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 good. Someone, thank you so much. That's an awesome answer. Someone said that they're losing weight everywhere but their legs. Can menopause make it not come off their legs or certain areas?
It was a woman who said that.
Yes, it's a woman who said
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, hormones kind of dictate where you hold your weight, and we all know the difference between a pear and an apple and an hourglass, and those are hormonal reasons why different, and genetic reasons why people hold weight differently. Some people are just going to hold more weight in their thighs, and that'll be the last place it comes off. For me personally, it's kind of my midriff, my abdomen. That's my last place that it leaves. But it's different for different people, and if you're in menopause, it could shift where you hold the fat a little bit. Yeah, but even regardless, it's going to be somewhere between the boobs and the knees. That's where everybody holds the last fat. But your genetics kind of decide: is it your belt line? Does it hang over your belt, or is it your thunder thighs, or is it some women hold it in the higher up, and then that's the last place to go.
Between your boobs and your knees. Dr.
Yeah,
Ken Berry, I love it.
yeah, yeah.
Someone asked, can they be drinking too many LaCroix?
Is LaCroix just mineral water, sparkling mineral
No,
water?
it's sparkling water with a little Zaza Zoo. It's like those flavored sparkling waters.
Ah, it's got, what does it have? A little like Splenda or stevia or something?
I
Or is
don't,
it
I don't know.
just flavor? I don't know
It's
what
just
that
flavor,
is.
like a
If
lemon
it's
flavor, a
just,
coconut
yeah,
flavor.
if it's a sweet flavor, it might bump your insulin a little bit. But if it's more of a savory or like a tart, it's probably fine if you love it. Yeah. And you could also just get San Pellegrino and squeeze a drop or two of lemon or lime juice in it. That'd be about the same, I guess. Maybe a little more natural. But I
It's
don't
my
think there's too much. Yeah. I think
it's
it's
my
fine.
favorite that you call it San Pellegrino.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh.
What do
I
you
just call
say?
Pellegrino or Pelly. Come
Pelly?
on,
Yeah.
Pelly.
Yeah. We got fancy for a while and call it San Pel. And then I tried SP, but Nisha wouldn't go for that. And so, yeah.
Speaking
I
of which,
try I try to
everybody go
call it
catch
his
my.
full name so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Some people, they just know Perrier.
I love it. I love the nicknames. Speaking of which, everyone go check out my Misha Loves It replay of my interview with Nisha Salas-Berry. It was awesome on her Nisha Loves It blog. Tips for beauty,
Hey,
style,
you
fashion.
should see her today. It's date night, and she is dolled up.
Dr. Ken, I saw
OMG.
her. She's gorgeous. I'm like, you lucky little
Oh,
minx.
yes, yes, yes. Lucky dog.
Lucky dog. Lucky your wife is stunning. Okay, so my other question for you was, and I just totally moved off my questions as I was clicking over. I'm getting used to this new system here. It says, I've been strict on keto for about 5 weeks. I've gained 1 pound a week. What am I doing wrong?
Either you're not strict keto, and you think you are, but you're not. If you're trusting any products, I find more and more that's the problem. If you're trusting Atkins bar, keto this, keto that, keto shakes, keto bars, those things will stall you quicker than, I mean, they're just as bad as a Nutri-Grain bar. They're just a candy bar. Maybe they're only as bad as half a candy bar, but obviously half a candy bar is not keto. And so watch out for any products. Watch out for, if there's a list of ingredients on anything you're eating, you got to Google what do those words mean? What does that mean? Because even keto companies, even the Atkins company, they're in business to make a profit. And if they have to put a gram or two of some kind of weirdly named sugar in there, they're going to do that rather than go bankrupt, right? Because they have a board of directors. They're going to put in sugar alcohols and even the bad ones. And that's what I have against the Atkins bar. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Dr. Robert Atkins. He's a demigod in the low carb community, but the company that's currently using his name, somebody needs to slap them about the head and shoulders, because they're putting maltitol in everything, and it elevates your blood insulin immediately. It's nothing that he would have ever been okay with, I don't think. But I don't recommend them at all, just because of the crap they put in there. And so watch your products, watch the list of ingredients. And I guarantee you, I had a lady, I forget what it was. It was some drink she was drinking, and she thought it was keto, thought it was fine. No, it was totally stalling her out and making her gain weight. And as soon as she got that out of her diet, boom, she was off to the races.
Interesting. That's a really good point. Someone asked keto with your spouse, which I want to dive into, but that's not her question. Let me ask her a question first. I would like to ask Dr. Ken about my husband's ulcerative colitis. I hope I said that right. ULCERATEB.
Yep, you did. That's
okay.
it.
Would like the keto diet? Would the keto diet be too much fat for him? He has a J pouch. Most foods hurt him, so we thought we might give keto a try to help him. In return, maybe that would help keep me on track.
Yeah, I think it's fine for him to do keto. He may have to go into it slowly, as in over a month or 2 months or 3 months, just slowly transition from whatever diet he's eating right now to eating keto. But he should be able to make the transition. But you got to remember, his gut bacteria matter a lot. And so you're going to have to kind of retrain them slowly over a month or two to eat keto. And I think it's perfectly doable, but you won't be able to just do it overnight.
Good. BMI. Is our BMI always correct? Like,
no, BMIs are notoriously inaccurate for very short or very tall people. And so for a very tall person, it's going to give them a falsely high BMI. And for a very short person, it'll be a falsely low BMI. Much better is to use your waist to height ratio. If that is above 0.5, then you got work to do.
Waist to height.
That's right. And you can
0.5.
measure both in inches or both in centimeters. It doesn't matter, but you got to use the same unit. But then you just divide the waist by the height. And if that's more than 0.5, then that's a marker for insulin resistance. And so if your waist to height ratio is more than 0.5 for men or women, you're overweight and you're insulin resistant. And it doesn't mean you're morbidly obese. It just means you got some more to lose around the middle, because that's the fat that's the most dangerous. People forget that. The fat on your thighs, yeah, you don't want that. But what it's imperative that you get rid of is the fat inside your abdomen, right? And most specifically inside your liver and your pancreas. But even intra-abdominal fat is much more dangerous than fat on your thighs or fat on your boobs or fat on your upper arms. That fat you don't want, but it's not nearly as dangerous as the fat inside your abdomen.
Okay. Dr. Ken, I don't want to get the look that you give when I give a dumb question. Don't give me that look, but I'm going to ask a dumb question.
Okay.
I'm a smart woman. Let me preface with that. I have an itty bitty little waist, and I got big old thighs. So where am I measuring this thing? On my hip bone? Is it my waist?
At your belly button. At your belly button. That's where you measure. And for a lot of guys, they're like, no, my waist ain't there. Yeah, it is. That's where your waist is, dude. Just because you can hang all that stuff over your belt, that does not mean that's where your waist is at. Okay. Your waist is at your belly button.
Okay. My waist is at your belly button. Okay, cool. Next, talk about the timeline for getting on ketosis. When you get on ketosis and then experiencing the benefits, and then why is it taking so long for those benefits to occur?
If you're very insulin resistant, or if your thyroid hormones are not optimized, or if your gender hormones are not optimized, it can take much, much longer to get into ketosis, or even if you are in ketosis, you may not feel the benefits like somebody would whose hormones are optimized. Hormones, and so really, just like Jason Fung says, weight loss is about hormones. It's not about calories. Okay, if your hormones are not right, you cannot lose weight. And then I also believe if your other hormones are not optimized, you can't even enjoy the benefits of being in ketosis because you feel miserable because your testosterone's low, or because your progesterone's low, or because you're insulin resistant, or because your thyroid's out of whack. All those things matter. And I tell women in my clinic, it's kind of like a five-piece band. And if the guitar player was rocking it, but the singer sucks, it's still not going to be a good night of music, right? It's going to be a bad show. And so that's how it is with your hormones. You want your insulin to be optimized, yes, and that's what ketosis is all about. But you also want your thyroid hormones and your adrenal hormones and your gender hormones to be optimized. And if one of those tires is flat, you ain't going anywhere very fast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then some. If someone cheats once a week, is that okay? Is a cheat meal going to kick you out of ketosis?
Oh, a cheat meal.
A cheat
Oh.
meal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you meant by cheating once a week.
Oh, they're cheating a cheat meal once a week. But then I was going to ask the part two if that was going to be a cheat day.
Gotcha. So I don't think a cheat meal is that big of a deal. Now, let's talk about that. If you're talking about a cheat meal, as in, okay, for this one meal, I want to eat paleo, I want to eat some fruit, and I want to eat some quinoa and that sort of thing. I think that's fine to do that once a week. If what you're talking about is eating wheat and sugar and just stupid crap like that, yeah, you may be able to get back in ketosis, but you're still going to have gut inflammation and everything that brings for several days after that. So you're going to suffer. Yeah, and you're going to suffer more than you probably want to, and you're going to suffer more than you're even conscious of, because even when you're like, okay, I'm back in ketosis, I feel fine now, you still got gut inflammation. If you've eaten, I don't know, sourdough bread with grandmother's jam on it, you'll be inflamed for several days after that. And so pick your cheats very carefully.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we already talked about that. Going back to getting back into ketosis, if you have had something that cheat, is flushing water helping that at all? Is that doing anything of flushing extra? I mean, I know we've talked about water before, but
You mean like drinking a gallon of water to
excess.
flush out the poisons? Yeah.
Yes.
No, sorry, it doesn't work that way. If that were the case, then you could just drink a lot of water and pass a drug screen, right? But no, that doesn't work. Yeah. Many people have not been hired thinking that they were told, their buddy told them that would work, and that doesn't work. It's not that simple. Your body's much more complex than that.
Okay. So if people want to do a phone consultation with you for medical question advice,
Yeah.
what do they do? How do they do that?
So I use an app called eVisit, the letter E and then the word visit. And it's an app on Android and on iPhone. It's in the App Store. You can download it. And you sign up and you pick me. And then you can just pick an appointment. And they're 10-minute appointment slots. And it's medical coaching only unless you've actually seen me face to face in my clinic in Camden, Tennessee. And then I can actually be your doctor on eVisit. But I've already had 3 people today who e-visited with me for medical coaching and asking questions about the ketogenic diet and asking me questions about their prescription medications, and then which tests they should have checked when they go back to the doctor. And so these people were able to go back to their doctor, even if he's not keto friendly, armed with this information of, hey, I want you to change this medicine to this medicine, and I want you to check the following labs in addition to whatever you want to check. And so it really gives people more power when they're at their doctor's office to say, hey, I want to check this, and here's why. And usually if you say, well, will you check my so-and-so? He's like, no, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. But if you say, hey, will you check my C-peptide because I want to know if my pancreas is still making insulin or not? Then he's like, oh, yeah, okay. If you've got a because, that tends to double the positive response.
I love that. And if people want to become a patient of yours in Camden, can they drive like from another state to do that?
Yeah, I had 3 new patients today from Alabama. I had 2 patients earlier in the week from Michigan. Yeah, I have people coming from all over the country now, which is freaky, but I'm very appreciative and very thankful, But it really, it's kind of freaky that people would come to Camden, Tennessee to see me, to see little old me.
Yeah. Well, little old you, you're an amazing doctor, and you have an amazing way of telling the information that you know. So I could see why people would travel across the country for you.
Yeah. And I've done e-visits with people from Hawaii, from Taiwan, and from Dubai. Multiple people in the UK e-visit just to ask questions about their diet and stuff. So yeah, it's really helping me to help so many more people.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, everybody, I'm going to put Dr. Ken's, all of his contact information below in the comments and also in the description too. So if you're interested in e-visit with Dr. Ken D. Berry, you can do so, and I'll make sure the link is there.
And then during the workday, during like work hours in Tennessee, if you e-visit with me, that's fine. You can, but you got to be patient, because I'm also seeing patients, right? And so I'm going to squeeze you in between patients. And so a lot of people will pick a time, and then if I haven't logged on and taught, they haven't seen me in 3 minutes or something, they'll cancel the e-visit. And I guess they're thinking, I don't know what the hell, but yeah, I'm seeing patients as well. And so you just got to just log on and wait, because you're waiting on your couch. How hard is it to just sit there on your couch and wait? It's not like you're having to come to the office and wait on my couch. You're at home in your skivvies. It's fine. Just relax. You don't cancel the e-visit. I'll be there when I get there.
Oh my gosh, can you please say skivvies more and more of our video chat?
Yes, every time. Every single time.
That is really, really funny. I love it. Well, I think that that's very, very cool. And I was also checking that on your Patron, whatever it's called, account, that people can get visits along with that if they become patrons or whatever it's called.
If you're I think a $20 patron, then you get an e-visit for free. And if you're a $50 patron, then you get a monthly e-visit for free that you can just pick my brain face to face for 10 minutes every month. And so we've had several people do that just to take advantage of the free e-visit, so they can literally pick my brain about supplements, about their prescription medications, about what labs they need, about their diet, whatever they want to ask me about. They've got me for free for 10 minutes a month if they pick the $50 level. So the website is Patreon, but the individuals are patrons. And it took us a minute. Me and Misha, we had to practice that because we kept saying it wrong.
I keep talking tequila.
Yeah.
Saying the wrong one.
Patron. Yeah, there's no Patron. No, that's a whole nother thing.
No such thing. Okay, I will make sure that everybody, if they're interested in that as well, because the Countess was actually thinking about becoming a patron of yours for corporate sponsorship.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome.
For those benefits. Mm-hmm.
And I think we just found out that we're going to be going to KetoCon in June. You should definitely go to KetoCon, and I think it's in Austin. Is that right? Austin, Texas, or San Antonio? Yeah, I think it's Austin, but I'm not sure. It's not Dallas and it's not Houston, but it's one of the other big cities in Texas. I think we're going to try to go to that. Austin, yeah, in June. And so you guys check that out. Then we can all meet and shake hands and hug and smooch and dance and whatever we do at KetoCon. And then we're in July, we're going to be at Keto Fest in Connecticut, New London, Connecticut, with and that's Carl Franklin. The 2 keto dudes who are sponsoring that, and so I'm going to be speaking at that. I'm not speaking at KetoCon in Austin, I don't think, but I'm going to be there if I can.
Very cool. Very cool. When's your Keto Cruise? Can people still sign up for Keto Cruise?
Yeah, it's coming up quickly. I don't know if there's any time yet. It's in May. When's Keto Cruise? May the 19th. So I don't know if that's enough time.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. So, but I'd love to see some people that, we've been only talking to online and seeing on Facebook and seeing on, the Instagram page. I'd love to meet some of you guys. So come out and let's meet.
Yes, I agree. Go meet Dr. Ken D. Berry and his lovely wife, Nisha. Yeah, she's amazing.
You guys should see her today. OMG. It's date night, baby.
Get that keto on.
Whew, let's just talk about that. So now there's another thing that I want to touch on. I thought you were going to bring it up, but I feel like there's somebody listening that needs to hear this. Talking about husbands and wives doing keto together.
Yes, I was going to bring that up.
Women, listen to me. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. You cannot compare your progress to your husband's progress. Men have a higher muscle percentage. Men have a higher testosterone. He is gonna lose weight faster than you. It's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not his fault unless you just want to blame it on him. Then you can. That doesn't matter. But even if it ain't your fault, it still is. Guys, if you're watching, you know what that means. So, yeah, sorry for that. But you're not going to lose weight as fast as he is. It's impossible. Okay, even if you literally fasted for days and days and days and days, he could eat keto and still lose weight faster than you. It's because of the muscle percentage and it's because of the hormones. Guys just lose faster than women. And I have had so many women in the office with their husband looking at him like she would love to slap his jaws. Like, yeah, we've been doing keto for 6 weeks and he's lost 42 pounds. Like that look like, right? And I've only lost 18. And I know I'm doing it right. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that, because just think back ancestrally, genetically, evolutionarily. Nature doesn't want women losing weight really fast, because if you lose too much weight, what happens? Your period stops. You all know, you all have a girlfriend who that happened to. She was running marathons and her period just stopped, because a woman has to have a certain body fat percentage or it's not safe for her to carry a pregnancy. You just imagine if you were 5% body weight, you got pregnant, and then a real famine hit, you'd lose that pregnancy and you might die in the process of losing that pregnancy back 30,000 years ago, right? And so genetically, women just don't lose weight as fast as men. Your body puts the brakes on. It won't let you lose weight that fast, just in case you get knocked up. Just, that's why we think, nobody knows that answer for sure, but that seems to make sense, because also if a woman loses too much body fat percentage, her period just stops. Or if she's in just a terrible social situation, right, she'll just stop having periods. She will not be able to get pregnant during that. And that's to protect the pregnancy, but also to protect her life too, because back in the day, if you lost a pregnancy that was at 3, 4, 5, 6 months, that was very, very dangerous, that you would also die as well, before modern medicine, right? And so this is your body looking out for you, ladies, even though you don't feel like it hates you and it's against you. It's actually looking out for you, evolutionarily speaking. And that's why he's always going to lose weight faster than you. Don't blame it on him unless you just need to, but it's not his fault. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Has
of course,
anybody out
yes.
there had that experience? Like, yeah, it sucks, but it happens. And there's not much he can do about it, not much you can do about it. You're going to get there. It just takes you longer.
Yes. Yes. So the comments, I can't see them while we're doing the live, but we can see them after, and I will re-look at them afterwards, folks. So if you're writing comments, please do. I would love to go back and re-loop for what y'all are saying. Sorry, I'm not replying back like we normally do.
Yeah, that's odd that we can't take questions live as we do this. That's weird. Maybe they'll fix that in a update.
I hope so. I just would like Facebook to fix.
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
Fists. I don't know. They got grilled on the Senate, and then now they're changing things. I don't like it.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, sounds good. Any other good questions?
No, but I pulled a Dr. Ken Berry and have a little sneaky hidey hide back there.
What do you got back there?
It's the Mom's Guide to Ketosis.
Oh, look at that.
I'm sending you your copy today, you and Nisha, and a whole bunch of dog goodies for your little doggies. So you're going to get a book today.
It better be autographed.
It will be.
Did you sign it?
You would be my first ever signature.
Yeah, I want your autograph.
Okay. Makes me, my armpits are sweating. I'm so uncomfortable. Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Kendi Berry. Let me deflect it back over to you. Everybody go visit Dr. Kendi Berry's YouTube channel. Make sure you go check out his Facebook, Instagram, and Misha Loves It blog, his amazing wife. He's got a date night to go. Are you guys going to go out right now?
Oh, we're going to the movies. We're going out for dinner and drinks. Ain't no telling what's going to happen.
Woo! Well, have a great time. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next time.
Bye.